What's up, guys? Welcome to Kind of Funny's E3 2018 watch along for the EA Play press conference. We're about 20 seconds away from this thing popping off. We're getting the lights. We're getting the fun. Kev, bring it up.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
We're of course going to talk over this at the opportune moments. We won't ruin the entire thing for you. Throw this at Andy. Okay.
We're gonna get some hype montages.
Yeah, of course you are. Now Rolando plays soccer, Andy.
Ronaldo.
Just a heads up.
Not Rolando.
Andy, I think I know a little bit more than you do about this. All right, I'm sorry. I don't think Dan Le Batard talks about Ronaldo.
He has good abs, man.
Dan Le Batard?
Dan Le Batard has great
Ronaldo.
abs. Seems like that EA Place logo and get in the way of the soccer. I never think about Battlefield. I guess, yeah, we're going to see a lot of Battlefield too, right? Or Battlefield V as well.
Thanks for coming out,
Whoa,
guys.
augmented reality, guys.
Oh, shit, dude.
This is weird. I fucking hate this, man. WWE started doing this bullshit, too.
Just let people have fun, Tim, all right?
Can you reach for it?
You see everybody out there just grasping at it?
Oh my gosh, how cool!
Andrea!
So that was Anthem.
Can you see me?
We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope
really
you're ready.
gonna like it.
Because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a fan fest outside, and it is huge this year. It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course.
Like Gary
We're going to
Whittaker
kick
left,
things
kinda.
off with a look at Battlefield
He's missing
5
in action.
multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look. Yeah, we can clap it up. Last month, but we've got some new stuff to show you today. Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited?
No US in the World Cup.
It's going to be awesome.
I don't give a shit.
Then
Who you
we've
rooting
got
for?
2
Ronaldo.
new indie games
Hell.
to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem.
Yes.
And of course, yeah, we
Give me
got
that
the woos
fucking
for Anthem.
carnita
I'm
in my
into
mouth.
it. You want to do this with me?
Poor guy.
Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado,
Andrew learned from the Greg Miller playbook. Just make people uncomfortable. She was great right there, by the way. Mm-hmm. I know that seemed very natural. Imagine if we were there and I was like, oh, and I was like, fuck off. And now like, I'm like looking at the fucking, and I'm just like, then I would be ad-libbing with this guy for 20 minutes. Yeah. Anyways, what do you think? Go out of Plants vs. Zombie back there?
Ever heard of Grandma Miller?
Hey, you break out your phone and you use your Twitch Prime right now at us. All right, I'm right here. I'm helping you. I'm talking here. You know, help me out. Throw a bone.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. You want to know more about our take on the
when she's like
Second
Trevor
World
Noah, I
War.
was like, oh, were they on
So
the Daily
today,
Show? Oh, he
we'll show you
hosted
more
the Battlefield
gameplay
5 thing.
and why
Okay.
this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
It certainly is. You will be
Wall
able
running.
to dive and smash through windows to surprise your
Giant
enemies.
mechs that you can get in.
Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So, well,
Fuck that house.
you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you, as they rip through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community. So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes.
So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of war. We started off by an exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, Lasse. Something not to miss tomorrow. So, our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day,
Y'all fucking complain
bring
enough.
something new. And as part of that journey, after launch,
I hope you're happy.
you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Had to mortgage my house. Man, might not make it back, but I'm glad you don't have to fucking pay $199 for a goddamn level booster.
It's Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else.
Also, we heard a lot of you bitching about
But
a female cover
more about
character,
that
so we're happy now it's
later.
every character's female now.
It's time to show you
We replace
what makes
every human with
Battlefield
dragons.
so special. It's the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time, it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Tranmu says, how does EA still not have the hang of this E3 thing?
They do it in such a classic fashion.
Dude, like, just
everyone
show
else is kind of
this.
evolved and trained. They haven't.
Everything they just said was unnecessary.
They're a new upstart, guys. Give them time.
You think they're gonna announce one of these characters as The Rock, and I get a point, Andy?
I mean, they just announced that it has music, if I heard correctly.
Now with
So-
music, I think we did the last trailer and didn't have music.
Yeah, it was
Granted.
just all-
It was just like, oh man, a hammer. This is going to sound like an insult to fans of Battlefield. It is not. I want to put that very clearly.
For fuck this game.
This game is for children. No. Does it ever boggle your mind how you can watch something like this, and this is me personally, and I just am like, I have no interest, I have no idea why, whatever, you know what I mean? But like, there's people who are like, video game is such a diverse hobby
yeah.
thing that like, you just can't see something like it does nothing for you, but somewhere somebody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not freaking out, but I love war stories so much.
I've never been the whole, here, show me the rock, show me the rock. If you smell, and it grabs the kid, like, what the fuck? Why is this giant Samoan man here?
I will definitely play the campaign.
There you go, FIFA, Andy.
Quando era criança,
What are you saying?
sempre sonhei em tornar-me
What's he saying? What's he saying, Andy?
Portuguese.
Yeah, it's Portuguese. It's like Spanish.
vontade de vencer.
Is that Ronaldo?
Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu
Ronaldo
tens de continuar a
McDonald.
acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
Frostbite engine. Light that engine. they're not the most.
I done fought prepared for this moment. Now I'm off the ledge and I'm floating. Want my name in the rafters, name what you after. Pain in the past, your reign as a champion.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's back. Y'all enjoyed him so much. Pele, come tell us about the game.
What's happening?
Is that the cup?
I don't know shit about the UEFA League.
The hamburger comes out and steals it, and Ronaldo McDonald's got to chase him
That's
down.
the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer.
You might know him from
And I really
Batman
love the
v
trailer
Superman.
because it captures our epic vision for how
What a
the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise.
The chat is
And
excited
you've been
about
asking
this.
for this for a
got the
long time,
Champions
and we are
license. They
thrilled
didn't have
that
this
it's
before.
here.
Oh, okay.
And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team, there'll be live and authentic Champions League content.
Gary Whitta
and
will
we'll
be
share
excited.
more details on that, along with all our
See,
other
even
Ultimate
Gary
Team
Whitta,
features
like, he's
later
like-
this
I think he
summer.
likes Tottenham Hotspur.
And
is
all
the name of
that's
the team.
just
But
the
he's
beginning.
also like he's the
As you know,
he's the
the
British
heart
version of
soul
us,
of
like where
FIFA
he's just like the
is gameplay.
nerd. He didn't care about sports.
And this year, we're
You know
giving
what I
you
mean?
the tools to
he goes
control
to
the
Denny's
pitch
for
in
fucking
every
hobby
moment.
tweets about
breakfast.
the Spurs.
From your
He tweets
tactical
about-
approach
he
to
tweets
the
about
match
Spurs.
to each
The
technical
Tottenham
touch.
Hotspur.
And we know
Did you just have a
how
stroke?
passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19.
Now that
with
we have a
input
second,
from
we're
our
processing
community.
this whole conference. What a weird
From
way to
hands-on
open with
tests
that
with
augmented
beginners
reality
to
Anthem thing. It
detailed
didn't even look that
feedback
good because it was like,
sessions.
make it augmented. Well, we
And
lose
we're
the
going to be sharing
4K.
a
Well,
lot
all
more
right, there it
gameplay
is.
throughout the
They
summer.
keep
But what I
doing
can tell you
that.
right
Did you watch
now
any
is that the
WrestleMania?
quality bar in gameplay was raised
Every
yet
person's
again this
entrance
year.
had bullshit like that. It's
Yeah.
like,
So we look forward
this
to
is
everybody
ugly.
experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA
I didn't
19
know that.
news,
I didn't know that FIFA
headlined by the UEFA Champions League.
never had the
But I
UEFA.
just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect.
Just assumed it was there.
Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up,
It becomes
there's
real.
two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning.
Uh-oh.
And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy,
World Cup.
the World Cup.
She said America got eliminated.
And with the
already.
tournament starting in
We
just
didn't-
5
we didn't
days, we're
qualify.
excited for the
Perfect.
world to compete for it. in
Thank
FIFA
God I
18.
don't have to see all these bandwagoners.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't wait for the start
I
of the
fucking,
World
it's,
Cup.
I'd much
And
rather
we
them
want to
never make it than
celebrate
have to
with
deal
FIFA
with.
18
Suddenly
players,
everybody
which
acts
is
like they
why
give a shit about
we
soccer.
just updated the game with a free World Cup experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
PS.
But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year.
Portugal.
Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify?
That's
And you
crazy.
can feel their excitement.
If she would have stopped at 350, I'd been like, fuck yeah, that is great. Like, Jesus, 20% of your continent is doing
My 8-year-old daughter is on the side.
like the Jeep where you go on the bench, there's like really old people, really young people.
And Lena isn't the only
Shout
one
out,
who's
we've crossed the
excited.
10,000
FIFA 18
concurrent
players are
marker on
loving
Twitch.
the
Thank you
World
for
Cup
coming to watch us
experience
laugh at
so
this.
far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited
I want
time,
Yarny to come out of the cup.
FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access. Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free.
I want him to take his mask off and he is the Hamburglar. You mentioned it.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for
recognize that
FIFA
one.
fans. Plenty of FIFA
Not
18
the players, you
content
look at time.
centered around the
Well,
World
the one
Cup.
that- whatever.
And
There's streamers
we'll
on
bring
the
you
left?
all
Oh.
the details on FIFA 19. But in the meantime, let's
Lil
all
Yachty.
enjoy
Was that
the
Lil
World
Yachty?
Cup. Thank you, and auf Ravistan!
Yeah.
It's like some kind of Winter Soldier activation word. All your sleeper agents. Thanks, Big Kev Dog. I do give him a lot of credit for making the FIFA game every year and making it look awesome and do all this stuff. And like the fact that they can rein in the fact that there's just no rules in soccer. The clock just counts up, game ends whenever it wants to end. Fucking people are falling down, not even getting touched. It's just people from the
Stands are running in, kicking the ball too.
You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing
We're
in competitive
disrespecting
leagues this
so
year.
many soccer fans.
Well, the
There's like a
FIFA team
10-second
never rests
countdown, like
either,
these- there's
bringing
all
the
these fans
Champions
around these
League and the
doors,
World
and every-
Cup and
one
so much
opens.
other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years.
Craig 1
And
through
so
2
over the last
says,
couple of weeks,
"We
you
keep
will have
saying
seen that
before
we
we go
announced
on,
a new
just go
team from
on."
Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world.
Hypercon, is this a conference call?
For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms.
Inside.
For others, it's going to mean new
Adorable
games
child
and new
game.
modalities of play across a whole variety of
EA
platforms.
technical trials.
But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the
Cancer
joy of
cookie.
being
This
able to
isn't the
have
future I
full
want.
access to a great catalog of games. Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere.
Oh, God.
So 3 things you need to know about it. Origin Access Premiere will bring you all of our new PC games, starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a decade.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Then FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend.
Interesting.
Thank you and have a great show.
We will.
Eve's Go Mom, man, he was saying this. It's all about subscriptions now. You gotta play this PC games. Play them first.
1, membership.
Membership.
Think you got a chance, but I don't see how. Got a real tight grip when I hold that crown. My life been good and bad and all around. The more things I lost, the more I found. Came here ready to fight on this night. You better just run for your life.
If I wasn't so sure it would only get 5,000 views, I'd download this trailer and then every like 15 put it in like Excel, Word. Just one of those blue screens. Unlock Play coming later this year. Origin.com.
Our gaming
Hey,
says EA are king of
everybody.
massive boring montages.
What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at
Respawn.
EA Play, and I just happened to
thought she was
find
next to Adam Kovic
Mr.
on that.
Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
Give us
I
that
love this
tasty
stuff.
tidbit.
I love
They just
seeing
keep
new
zooming in.
games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
Star Wars Watto's Revenge.
Hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Well, it takes place during the Dark Times. Trying to be a little vague here, but
Prequels.
when the Jedis are being hunted, so it's going to be
okay.
spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right,
This dude's
between
walking
3 and 4. That
impersonation
sounds like a
spot
nice
on.
time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Steak fajita.
Bad time. Does that mean it's gonna just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think
just
people
wanna
are
be
now
Watto
anxiously want to know, like,
selling stuff
when
in his
can we
little
play
shop.
the game?
Like,
Yes.
It will
resource
be
management.
holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
So, sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit
Vince
more
is
news
high out
on
of his
Star
mind
Wars,
right
so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Oh, I can't. I'm going out there soon. Better have some of these M&Ms. Those are Quaaludes. Oh, fuck.
As awkward as that
there.
was, that sounds
My name is
awesome.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I work at DICE.
Vince
in
was having fun.
Stockholm
Vince
on
is a
Star
cool
Wars
dude.
Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect
Was this a
instead.
prediction that you
So
that they
from
were going
there,
to come out and
we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original
apologize,
Battlefront
man.
games
That was
that I
prediction. This
loved
is not an
personally,
apology.
starting with the
I didn't
Ewoks
think
on
you-
Endor.
I wasn't
And-
sure if they were going to address it.
Thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're
keep replaying the
currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel,
game
a
is
really
beautiful.
dangerous place.
It's ridiculous.
And it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero
Where's
ships.
the footage?
And looking ahead a little bit
Why
more,
not, man? It's really good. You
we
set
will
up these
also
pretty
be
ones.
delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars. It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. But we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku.
Everybody's favorite.
As well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker. The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront. We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
So just be clear, admitting you fucked up is not an apology. Just say, hey, it was bad.
You just said they had a rough start.
No, I wasn't expecting them to address it at all.
He's back.
Your boy's back, Andy.
Damn, now he's got 3 horns. This game, dude. Oh, you're fucked, man.
Such wet yarn. Fire shot?
There's always a lighthouse.
Our boy's back. This is our boy, not Yarny.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure.
Man,
umbilical cord, umbilical cord.
To Unravel 2.
Tell us, Martin.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These 2 little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with 2 characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always 2 characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now, so I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood. And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
Okay, play. So that when he looked at you, he meant play. Oh, we got the debug menu at the top, too.
This
Awesome.
wasn't prepared. There we are.
Ah.
So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game.
And we actually tried to include a bit more of those.
Looks like Spider-Man.
First one was
Because
gorgeous.
we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted
That turkey
to
after
have
him.
more like
Get here, turkey.
thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting.
And then you meet a young,
And then when you get to the
half-black,
more
half-Puerto
puzzly
Rican
areas like
Yarny.
this, when you're problem
This is
solving,
Spider-Man.
you can split apart into two. and
Now,
switch
what
back
if
and forth
Yarny's
between the
first
two
girlfriend,
characters.
who
Because
died when
that's
he
how
tried
we've
to save
essentially
her,
designed
was in
all
another
the problems
universe
and
where
puzzles of the
Yarny
game,
had died?
that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come Yoni.
Oh, somebody mentioned that
I'm
his
gonna be the
controller
red-
wasn't
red
working. You have
one.
to use a keyboard.
Okay.
You be the blue one.
I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there.
Kevin, why does this confidence monitor keep blinking on and off?
I don't know.
Okay.
And the bird is back. Oops. Okay, playing it safely now.
This is gonna be one of those annoying, like, get
I'll
over
swing.
here. What are you
No,
doing?
You need to, no, don't. Nick, walk this way.
And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
I want to see that turkey just violently
Tomorrow?
hit one of these things.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can.
Ooh. It's like those complicated
Got it?
jumps in World 4-1 of Mario.
Damn.
Oh, very nice.
You already got them skills.
Hey!
Sit down!
Buster.
Cuidado.
Oh, sweet. Well done.
Really good.
To the extreme says, come on, turkey, how bad do you want it?
Okay, I'll go up and distract the grass. You can.
I'll sneak up here.
Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
Here you go. Keep him over to the left.
This fucking turkey's gotta give up, man.
Now I'll go.
What's he gonna do when he gets him?
I
It's
know.
yarn.
All right.
He's like, which one do I want?
There you go.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah, finally.
Or can we?
Oh, what? Dumbass turkey.
The turkey's like, no, you guys, you dropped your wallet back here.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2. And
Martin, we love you, man. No matter what you do.
yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
He's always so
He's
sweet.
so great.
Super convenient that he loses his spark but immediately finds this guy right away, right? Fucking bullshit writing.
Where are the plot holes?
That's love, man. You know, rebounds.
Andy, it's gonna be tight because I know it's already starting. Your challenge is to get up the first piece of Yarny 2 erotic fanfiction. Because somebody's already working on it right now. And
About that turkey just gobbling down.
no,
some yarn.
Jesus, between blue and red, nobody's.
Just a big gash at the bottom of blue. Like a big fucking opening.
Oh my God.
This is really pretty.
You think it's coming to Switch?
No, I'm gonna say no.
This game is best played at 144 hertz. Okay? Never see this on Switch. Like,
Switch exclusive.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. Shadow drop.
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out.
We'd like to echo
And I
his
think
sentiments.
we all kind of
fuck
remember
the
that.
Oscars.
And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh.
You can
and
say
new,
this game is shit,
and
but
you
it's
all
not
love
shit.
it.
I remember that.
We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams.
His brother's in Westworld.
Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Whoa. Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like, our whole team, including me, were super excited. It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
Clap for it, people. There you go. Please clap.
Give me something.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all. Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster.
Big Kirk says, I
the
hope she
game
ends
is
this
about
with fuck the
finding
Oscars.
out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger. Some would be better off a little
Ellen.
smaller. But to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
Celeste in 3D.
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
That's cool. Yeah.
Cool ass logo too.
Yeah, I'm the one. But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather.
It was a lot of fun doing.
Stretch comes through.
A lot of fun doing mocap for this game.
Oh wow.
And we're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold
Allen Iverson, dude. AI.
And what?
The answer.
I had a pair of Iversons growing up.
Yeah?
Love them, dude.
Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever your fit, or however you ball, you're on my court. I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
I noticed Scottie Pippen. Oh, and Shaq on the far right. I interviewed Shaq. Check it out on the Gamescast. Before it become human review.
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of
Young
mine is
Kiv.
really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
That was not good sports.
It's a big night for young Kiv.
He
He's been
just looks like
stuck
a
at the
shit kid.
quarterfinals.
And here he is now
Fuck
in his
this
first
guy.
championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and Trini's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a credible matchup. It's a
They came back what,
rematch.
2, 3 years ago. Every time these guys win, they always go,
Let's go! Let's go!
that's what they always do.
It's going to be your champion.
Hey, you,
Yeah.
you want to get smacked again on TV? Happy face, Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations.
This guy's cool though.
That's
Juju
pretty
Smith-Schuster.
fire. I like
He's the one
that
that
a
Mia
lot.
Khalifa tweeted at, and he was like,
As you
nope,
guys
not
know,
falling
this
for
is Young
that.
Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up.
He's a big Fortnite player.
Young Kiv?
Juju Smith.
Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm, so then I picked up
Fake
Madden.
champion.
And at first,
Paper
I
champ.
was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow. Okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number 1. Number 2, You said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money.
Did he win?
That's awesome. Okay, now the past past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out. But all those losses made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's how I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of,
Just
bling
bought it.
on that belt.
Didn't win it.
Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I could stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt,
Juju,
round
bring
2.
back Andrea.
So we're out. Have a good day.
That was fucking trash.
Yeah. But this juke ain't.
To get to moments like these.
Top
of the mountain.
Cowboy.
Battle through the
Damn, T.O. getting fucking leveled.
And failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born.
Worst
You fall so you can rise.
Oh, let's go, Dak.
And you rise so that you can truly see. See that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all. But about all the moments that got you here. So, you in their position.
They've already shown. Oh, Anthem.
Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
Baker Mayfield. Here's what annoys me about Madden. I just realized it right now. All the player animations look like they were running with like a really bad posture.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here
I guess it's that you don't know
alongside
how to run.
Redwood Studios General Manager
You saw me run on
Michael
the sidewalk
Martinez.
the other day.
How you doing today?
Super excited
to be here.
Yeah, we're going to do this presentation a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live, winner-take-all, head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing. The objective is straightforward. Destroy the opponent's base to win. Unit control, super simple. Just tap the destination, unit automatically moves there. The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this
thought they were playing the
giant
Madden mobile game.
missile in the center of the map.
Weird
Control
transition.
the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. It takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it.
Picard says this
let's
looks
get to
like
this match.
every other mobile game.
All right, ladies and
Show me the
gentlemen, we have
icon.
an
It's gonna be
awesome
like a little
matchup
cartoon guy
lined up for you
screaming,
here
right?
today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is.
Oh, Jose.
Make some noise for In Control.
Yes.
I feel bad. You know what I mean? You feel bad because it's like
His
it
opponent fighting for the red side of the room. A competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
Barack Obama.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to go.
This is unacceptable, man.
I'm gonna read funny tweets for you now. Mike Drucker tweets 2 minutes ago, quote, "Our next game is about loneliness and how it can crush us, hurt us, and turn us into the very things we fear. And after that, there's basketball."
That top point, both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick at Night being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank
Yeah, this
position
is
that In Control
this
going
is
for
rough.
the top side.
This
Also
would have been
very
perfect
important as
pre-show
Nick at
content.
Night's forces have to circle around the center.
Even the little weird interview with the Madden guy in his belt would have been. Sure, show that beforehand.
Here comes GDI with a Rhino.
Can I go pee?
Yeah, oh yeah. You can do whatever you want, man.
Any strategy game,
I'll be right back.
units that
Could you
you're
grab me a
going to
berry?
use
Yeah.
when you deploy them.
Can you grab me those blackberries?
Micromanagement of your forces.
Made a lot of emotes last night.
Yeah?
Gonna make the blackberries emotes too.
All right.
They're looking good though, dude.
Yeah?
Flapjack emote.
While we're in this thing, thanks for watching, everybody. Whether it be right now, if you're watching live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, or watching later on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Remember, of course, all E3, we're doing pre-shows, live reactions, and post-shows for nearly every conference. You can watch live twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, later on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Podcast services around the globe for the post shows. If you're here and one of the 10,000 people watching, thank you so much for your support, of course. Remember, Kind of Funny Games is live on Twitch each and every morning, 11 a.m. Pacific time, with the Kind of Funny Morning Show, followed up by Kind of Funny Games Daily, a daily show about all the video game news you need to know about. Go ahead and click that follow button if you like. If you want to, you think we're doing a good job, click that subscribe button. Give us some of your hard-earned dollars. If you want to, of course, if you have Amazon Prime, like I'm sure many of you do, you don't use Twitch often. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which gives you a free 30-day subscription to give away. We'd love it if you gave it to us. Just while you're logged into your Amazon Prime, put Twitch Prime in the search bar. It'll take you there. Go to Kind of Funny Games, give it there. You did something. Because again, remember, we have Jim Davis from the Garfield fame working on this cartoon. If you don't take the $5 from Amazon, they don't auto-renew it. They sit on the money, and they shove it up their ass. And what I need you to do is reach up there, get that poop money, come back here, and shove it into Kevin's mouth. Oh, thank you. Who drew this one?
It was done by Jason Hotzinger. Someone drew what Greg just described.
Thank you, Jason.
Awful. I lowered down the volume of the stream. All right, cool.
Good call, Kev.
Yeah. Do you want to? Some people are saying we should switch them.
Big Curse says, Greg, quiet down. I'm trying to watch the Shoutcasting mobile RTS game we've all been waiting for. No, leave it big. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, now I got Chuck S in here going, we want Anthem, we want Anthem. It's true. Shout out to yours truly, 12, dropping us that Twitch sub. Bruju, subscribing with Twitch Prime. Niyamaru 7 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for doing this. Keeps the lights on.
I know I'm super entitled, and we're just sitting here, and there's a lot of money and time and effort put into all these things.
Sure.
But it's just like, I like to consider myself a master of hype. I like to think that we're pretty good at creating events out of things and stuff. And we don't have millions of dollars at our disposal to make cool video games.
Yeah.
This is what they did. This is what they chose to do. And it sucks, man. I feel like it's like really insulting to our time.
Bring some of them Cheez-Its over here, too. Yeah, the Cheez-Its. Thanks, bud. It's not insulting to our time. I understand. No, because what do we... I mean, it's a conference. EA's trying to show an entire lineup. They're this giant corporation that does a whole bunch of different shit.
But I guarantee that not a single conference we see this week is going to be anywhere near this bad.
Sure.
And like that is what I'm saying. It's just like, come on, learn. Try a little bit better. Like, you don't need to give me exactly what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
But like, don't do this. This is like being so tone deaf and not listening to any feedback from anybody.
Yeah.
But like, don't they do this every year? Like last year was Battlefront. We had 30 minutes of gameplay, and then the year before that, I think they did Skate, like a video that was like 20 minutes long. No, not Skate. I'm sorry. Speed or whatever the hell they're.
A lot going on here.
Hold on, he's bringing out his first air unit.
This is still happening.
Ski? What the hell was that game called?
I know that it's... I don't think it would have been here. I'm not sure who publishes it. But the only thing that would have been really cool is if they brought out and did like a live Goosebumps demo. And Cool Greg like runs in and is like, watch.
That was epic. All right, audio's coming back up then, boys.
What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you
We
so
saw a
much.
little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals. Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be coming to iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today.
Woo!
So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals.
playing, Kev?
The studio has
Yeah,
an
man.
absolute blast playing this game.
I won't lie.
And we can't wait for you to
That
play.
was a fucked up way to
Please
do
let
it.
us know what you think.
You probably could have had
Thank
a better shot at it, being like Command & Conquer Rival, and
yeah.
you come out and be like, oh wait, I gotta hear about Command & Conquer.
Well, what's funny is like it was clear when it first started. So it's like that wasn't a reveal.
Elijah Lovewell says, switching to Kind of Funny Vids watch along for E3 during the stupid fucking mobile match to see Andy not on camera and Greg giving the subscribe pitch is by far the best thing about this conversation.
Not a riot worm!
But it wasn't a rock. It was a rock. We were mobilizing troops.
Everybody had matching suits.
Command &
Somebody
Conquer
look
for a new
under a rock.
generation. Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things. I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better. And that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games, and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. Okay. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program.
Why is the teleprompter so high?
How the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday thread. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, Pace's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us.
Use the close-up shot on him for the majority of it. Cool. You want to put the teleprompter like
now, without further
5
ado,
feet right above it? No, do 50.
At Anthem.
50. Trust me, it's going to look fine.
Let's look at Anthem.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
wants to destroy us all.
She looked cool, the green scene.
Shawarma?
My nipples are fucking rock hard right now, dude. I'm telling you. Gotta tear through this shirt. Jesus Christ.
I really like the art design.
I'm glad they're not scared of the bold colors. Like, showing that green to me shows that this is not going to be a lifeless
It's not all
dull
muted
world.
and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That original Killzone mud color.
Yeah.
How cool was that trailer?
We know her!
You guys have seen
The
it?
fucking
Her
music
phone's in her
was
back pocket.
awesome.
If I
Yeah.
text her right now, she'll get it.
So I know all of you, like me, have
She
had
texted me during
tons
the show.
of questions about Anthem since last
Fucking
year
name dropper, yeah.
because we're all BioWare fans. So we're gonna do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're gonna take a deep dive into Anthem.
You should have texted it
so
like
I'm gonna bring
emergency
out some members
and then
of the
like
BioWare team
Twitch,
to chat with
Twitch
us.
Prime
Ladies
kind
and
of
gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzard.
Yeah. Our boy's back.
Save the day, Casey!
That image is mindfuck.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Yep.
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game?
I wish they'd show the gameplay,
We wanted
'cause
to
the
create
gameplay
a
looks fucking
brand
awesome.
new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous and you're focused on your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together.
That little asshole.
But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus.
Looks so sick.
And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes. And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single-player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things that we hear from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything.
Anthem just
new
tweeted their
moment
release
with
date,
a character
February
that
22nd,
you've grown to
2019.
love,
Same day as Days
or
Gone.
an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover.
A. Williams says, not a snowball's chance in hell that date
the premise
sticks.
of Anthem is a
The
world
amount of
left
concept art being
unfinished
shown,
by the gods.
you might be right.
But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos
The
of
Avengers
those
game's
things
gonna be
pushing
so
against
tight.
each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property, or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And really the hardest part is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms,
Why do you know that it's a dynamic living
yeah,
world?
it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I'll get him for you.
I mean, all of the moving
my
parts
Todd
in the
Howard.
dynamic
Everybody
world
loves Todd
sound
Howard.
really cool, the way that they
Everybody loves
sound like
Casey.
they're going to come together.
He's not as big as Todd Howard.
But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
More than Abel says,
So you
awesome
are
looking
a
game.
freelancer,
Shame they're displaying it like a
uniquely
turd.
skilled to pilot these javelin exo
See
suits.
Brutger over on Twitter goes, how many
you need those
consecutive years
suits
is
to
EA
survive
the
and
winner of
fight
the worst
in this
E3
world,
press
because
conference?
the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of Creation, and so we need to stop
Crane
them
says, "This is a
and
great
protect the
GDC
free
talk."
people of Tarsus.
All right, everybody, calm
Now,
down.
I've
Deep
heard
dive.
call
You'll
this
get your
power
back.
armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4,
See, this is a
and
post-show
they
thing.
each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor,
Dude, I'm an
and
Interceptor.
finally the Storm.
Deion Sanders,
that
the
thing.
Interceptor,
so
man.
Each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood,
That's cool.
based on the mission you want to engage it, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now.
Yeah,
the Ranger
let's do
is
that.
a more generalized suit,
yeah, let's see that.
able to do a lot of different things. Really designed for
so
up close
cool.
and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like
Give
it's
it.
going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too.
Interceptor,
Javelins
Andrew,
are
I'm back here.
awesome, but
Ranger.
We're going to take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from @It'sSweetNicole.
Where's
West.
Skate 4?
As a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself. We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when, loot box, cosmetics.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
In order to buy the game,
no ability to
you buy
spend
loot
money
boxes,
on
and if the
gameplay
game's in there, you
advantage
get
at
it.
all. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time. New story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest.
Red.
All right,
Come on,
Casey.
Andrea.
We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together. So
thing. I just
you
wanted
want
to
to get
stop
a few people
and give
together of
Jim
different
from the
classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look at that. So heavy artillery, being really strong, in melee combat, and then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above, and then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun, even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
Yeah, Andrea.
Let's go.
She read my text. That's what I said.
Set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The
I really hope
Scars
we get
have
some
put together an
augmented reality at the
acid-based super weapon,
say
so you got to
goodbye.
take them out. So you start
But it's
in the
Casey Hudson
Strider, which
reaching
is like a
through
giant
and
walker, and it's
shaking
your
people's
forward base
hands.
of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience
Jacobus,
it
my friends
here.
would never choose that mission.
And yeah,
Scar
then
and
you just get
Villainy.
into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Ooh, new logo. Wow. They mean business.
Freelancer, time to get to
Forget all
work.
about Mass Effect and drop it.
They said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
How is this guy not the Rock? Just fucking hire him.
It just looks so sweaty in there.
Fuck yeah, it's gross.
Fucking sanitize your javelins, guys. You got your Superman game, Greg.
Shut up.
Owen, What's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
I don't think that was like
That was the voice act.
Yeah, I don't think that was the canned. We're gonna do a multiplayer session where we talk to each other. Take that, you fucking evil.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
Did they talk about AR stuff in this game? Like, is that her on a mic talking to her game? Kind of like if I was like, Jarvis, what's the deal with this?
Yeah.
And then the game would tell me what it is.
That's a big boy.
Kind of gives off the vibe.
I really like going from different areas.
Sure. Fuck that thing. Fuck all these things.
Fuck you too, bitch. Call the cops.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation.
Of course.
Loads of scars nearby. Be careful. Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
Oh, this guy's fucking rad. Storm.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus for... Wait, something's happening.
What the hell was that?
I think that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position.
I like this voice actor. Owen.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
Wanted him to do the superhero land.
You guys being big into Monster Hunter and Destiny and all that.
Yeah.
Is this doing anything for you?
Yeah. So far, not for me. Like, I think it looks interesting. I'm not like turning it down. I'm just not like, I don't look at it and be like, I have to play that. I like the third person aspect of it. I like the way damage is popping off, but I'd like to see them. I would have much preferred this entire thing be play that fucking mission. You know what I mean? And then do the stuff where you bring out a bunch of different kids to play multiplayer and have them go through. That way I know who I'm cutting back and forth between two.
That was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
No, Andrea, it already
So
leaked.
Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys had that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right,
Give
see
it
you
up
there.
for Casey Hudson, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin.
We're playing the post show. We're playing the post show. We got to see this
But
thing.
I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference. And have a great weekend.
Thank you, Andrea. You too.
Good job, Andrea. Have a great weekend. I was going to say, it would have been crazy if she got to do one more thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been a great moment.
But it
Alas,
she was great.
She was great.
I think it's like, biased of me to say that, but yeah, like whenever she was on camera, that's when things seem to flow the smoothest.
The best. Yeah. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Wait,
All right.
you want to close out the...
I'll take. I mean, we want to close out the live reaction thing, but you're not going to start recording on the Gamescast yet, right? No. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody on YouTube.com/KindofFunnyGames. Thank you for watching our live reactions to the EA conference. I hope you enjoyed us and whatever you want to call it, and what we did to it. Remember, of course, you can go to twitch.tv/KindofFunnyGames for each and every press conference of E3 2018, kind of, and you get the pre-show, the post-show, the live reactions as we go. If you miss the live reactions, if you missed the post-show Gamescast, which we're about to record, you can go to youtube.com/KindofFunnyGames, get it there. You can get the post-show Gamescast as an audio MP3 as well. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Twitch people, don't go anywhere. We got a post-show to go into. And until next time, no. It's been our pleasure to serve you.